I'm so excited about this. So, welcome to a very rare thing. It's a midweek stream from me. That just doesn't happen. Democracy 3 Africa is out, and I've been looking forward to this for a long time because I love Democracy 3, and having it being Africa seems quite fun. A little bit different. It's going to be hard because chances are I'm going to make the same mistakes that everybody makes, which is still a bit loud, that music. Which is to play it as if a Western person in Africa might not work as well as it does in the normal democracy game, where generally socialism wins. But yeah, it could be awkward. We'll see. Okay, so entering new game. What choices do we have? This is completely vanilla, obviously. I've probably got any mods for this yet. But interesting enough. Oh, no, sound. I love this music. I just want to kind of stop and just listen to the music because what seems really good is all the DLC for Democracy 3 works for this. So I have installed the social engineering, extremism, and clones and drones. They all work with this, despite the fact it's a new game, kind of, almost. It's a bit strange. It's not DLC. It's a separate game, but it's the same because it's very different. But yeah, whatever. But it's in Africa. So we need to pick a country. Who do we start with? We could be Mauritius, small island. Indian Ocean, 2,000 kilometers from the southeast coast of African mainland. The African Miracle. The economy transitioned from being agricultural service-based. Services, probably tax, evasion, that kind of thing. Yeah, African country would be rated as a full democracy. Well, I think that sounds a little bit easy. What we got? We got some bit of democracy, about democracy, bit of development. GDP per capita is not bad. It's not very big. Only 2,000 square kilometers. No, we're not going to be them. Hindu. Life expectancy is pretty good. Gender inequality is not great. Gini income inequality index is not great. I presume low is bad. Seems to be the sort of stuff. What we got? We've got Botswana, Tunisia, South Africa, Ghana, Senegal, Zambia, Kenya, Nigeria, or Egypt. I am going to go with Ghana because that's the only country in Africa that I know a little bit about. And even then, not much. Because my cousin used to live there. So, Republic of Ghana is a West African country located on the Gulf of Guinea in the Atlantic Ocean. It's kind of on the little bit that sticks out. Big bit that sticks out. Africa's huge. The territory is rich with natural resources, second largest producer of gold in Africa, and the 10th largest producer of diamonds. Well, that sounds useful. We can sell them. Ghana also produces and exports an abundance of hydrocarbons, so we've got a bit of oil. Largest cocoa producer in the world in 2015. Chocolate. Wow. What is there not to like about Ghana? Diamonds, gold, diamonds, oil, and chocolate. That's basically everything you need. First sub-Saharan Africa country to declare independence from the UK in 1957. Professor of Communism and Socialism, and first African head of state to promote Pan-Africanism. These alternating military and civilian governments ended in 1981 with a military coup. That doesn't sound very good. Not until 2000 when the first legitimate transfer of power took place under the multi-party system. Public resources have been mismanaged. Again, not great. Leaving public debt extremely high. When Ghana joined the Heavily Indebted Poor Countries Initiative in 2001, the IPCI. That's not a nice thing to be to join, is it? Public debt exceeded its GDP. IMF World Bank continue to have an active role in Ghana's finances. Okay. Credit is offered under the condition that subsidies and the public sector wage bill are cut, whilst revenue is strengthened along with revenue administration. Okay, initiatives include the improvement of education, investment in the development of science and technology, very good. Nationalisation of state-owned enterprises. Okay. Not sure that will work very well, but we'll see. Focus on decreasing imports and improving self-sufficiency, also very good things. All very good. That's what we should be looking for. Ghana is targeting becoming the second newly industrialized country in Africa after South Africa. Don't know what that is. Don't know how industrialized you have to be or how new it has to be one of them. Okay. Infrastructure is concentrated in the south of the country. So above the coast, difference in the standard of living is pronounced between urban and rural populations. Many African nations, as with many African nations. Inconsistent supply of electricity is a barrier to economic growth. That does sound like a big problem. Crime and corruption have been targeted by recent governments. Good. Drug trafficking transshipment is a strong criminal industry. Well, we'll tax it. Despite efforts by undeveloped agencies to curb established smuggling activity, internet fraud is prevalent in Ghana, not as big as Nigeria, fostering a subculture known as Sakawa. Okay. Population 23 million. That's a lot of people. Area is pretty big as well. GDP per capita is not very good at $4.2k. Public debt is 72%. We need to get that down. Human Development Index is 57.3. I don't know what that means. Democracy Index is lower than Mauritius. Corruption Perception Index 0 is highly corrupt, so about halfway there. We are living on a prayer. Literacy is 76%. Education expenditure as percentage of GDP is only 8.1%. We could probably raise that a bit. Gini Income Inequality Index, so none before, don't know what that means. Gender Inequality Index 54.9, that seems pretty bad, and we are mainly Christian. And our life expectancy is 65.75 years. That's not bad. Hey. Right, we are going to have the Congress for the Republic. Don't like that. What can we have? Something nice, something good. The National Ecologists. Aww, that sounds lovely. The Congress for the Republic sounds a little bit, you know, a little bit like a coup's just happened. It's what the military was set up. The Spiritual Democracy, Democrat Party, United Party for National Development. That's what we want. We're the United Party for National Development, and we are playing against the Congress of the Republic. No time, no limits. None of this. Difficulty 100. We'll just stick with the defaults. That should be a good start. Who doesn't like a default? And let's go play. Okay, this is the first time I have actually loaded up this. We are completely going it blind, which is good. I like going blind in games. That sounded weird. I like going in blind to games because otherwise, where's the fun in, you know, not learning yourself? Welcome to Democracy 3. Chief of Staff, hello, Mr. Person. Quick tutorial. I know how to play it. This is our flag. Welcome to your job as president. The lives of all 23 million citizens are now in your hands. As you will imagine, there are a number of situations and concerns that you will need to deal with as soon as possible, whilst keeping an eye on the long-term improvement of our citizens' quality of life. Do not forget that you will face re-election in 4 years, so you will need to monitor the opinion polls and our party membership. Okay. Crime. Crime is green. Crime is good. I like how we're doing with crime. GDP, barely registering. Health, barely registering. Education, barely registering. Unemployment, halfway. Poverty, halfway. So they're kind of okay. Crime's good. Everything else is pretty much shit. So we've got to start from the bottom. Whoa! Yes, this is what Democracy looks like. So this is Democracy 3, if you haven't played it. It is all these things are things you can do. They are policies, they are effects, they are bad things, they are good things. Try and remember what these are. Blue is a thing that exists. So air travel is a thing that exists. White is something you can change. Blue is something you can't. I can't change. Well, you can't directly change. You can change indirectly. Red is a very bad thing that you can't change directly. You have to change it indirectly. And green is a good thing that you can't necessarily change directly, but can change indirectly. So, all the little lines are things that affect. So capital gains tax has a positive effect on equality and a positive effect on socialists. It has a negative effect on GDP and high earnings, and capitalists, self-employed and wealthy will not like it. Sometimes this kind of is a bit weird. Kind of awkward to think of, because sometimes crime, for instance, you want to go down, so you want red because green is crime going up. But anyway, we have 35 political capital to start with, which we can do stuff with, change some policies, change some tax rates, introduce some policies, that kind of stuff to try and get things moving. We're not very popular. Potentially the entire electorate intend to vote for you is 3.05. That, I believe, would not be enough to win an election. Oh, go away, quick tutorial. Is there a way I can turn off the tutorial? Apparently not. Go away. So, we have a lot of bad things. And I don't even know where to start with these bad things or how to stop them. So, we have malaria. We are... It's not terrible. It's caused by the health service, education a little bit, infrastructure a bit. So these So now see, this is where you have to kind of think and stop and work out what they're trying to say. The causes. This is negative. Does that mean state health service is making it go down? Because it is going down. Foreign aid received is making it go down. Education is actually having a positive effect on it. It is decreasing tourism. It's decreasing health. It's decreasing elderly people because they're all dying. It's decreasing everybody. But it's having a green effect, so it's increasing our budget for health, which is not good, or our cost. So we need to just work out malaria over time. We have a homeless problem. That went up very quickly. I don't know what happened there. Probably nothing very good. This is being caused by unemployment and poverty. Private housing is making it go down. Property tax has no effect. Poor people don't like it. So we also have female genital mutilation, which seems like a really bad thing. It is a really bad thing. And it is having a bad effect on health, women, and liberals. Conservatives, frankly, don't care. I bet they would start caring if I decided to ban it, which I will at some point, as quickly as possible. Yeah. Not a nice thing. Ritual, yeah. So, how on earth? So education. Oh, education is good for that at the moment. There's nothing that we're doing, or nothing that's happening that is negative, working against FGM as we speak. We need to improve our education, because I'm guessing if we get people educated, they won't do it. Very simplified way of doing that. We have a skill shortage, quite a high skills shortage. University grants, education is all bad for that. It's having a bad effect on GDP, but technology is good for that. We have technological backwater, creationism versus evolution, science funding is negligible or not really affecting it. GDP, having bad effect on GDP, technology, so we need to provide technology to do that. We got weather, pollution. The environment is not very good. It is causing bad pollution. Let's try and stop that. Uncompetitive economy, mainly corporation tax and productivity. Fairly decent sized surplus going on. We have electricity. We got power blackouts. That is a problem with infrastructure, which is having a positive effect, or a negative effect in real terms, on our unemployment. So we don't want that. We have poor transport links, again infrastructure. And we have asthma. Infrastructure. Car usage. Hang on a second. The infrastructure, is that going to have a bigger effect? We need to... I'm reckoning infrastructure is looking like something we need to work on. So our power blackouts are not good. Poor transport links, not good. Congestion, not good. But it's having a bad effect on malaria. Not sure how that is. Do we have... where's that cabinet? Financial cabinet? What sort of cabinet do we have? Quick tour, go away. Pretty good one, actually. Pretty good. I'm not actually going to change anything because 3.3 is your lowest is not bad. These are all how much political capital you get each turn. I get... so it's 35 a turn. And, you know, honestly, that's pretty good to start with. 4.8 for foreign policy is very good. Mr. Osman Nyarko there. Very loyal. He sympathised with the religion of the women. Godwin Marty, 4.5. Pretty good. Patriots and capitalists. Trade union, state employees and trade unions for Justice Musa. Maxwell Bafur. George Boafo. Kojo Adjete. And Gideon Bodie. They're all, apart from you, they're fairly loyal. That's why you're down at 3.3. Patriots and capitalists. I've got to start at some point. I know I have. It's just, God, how do you start? Oil wealth. Let's try and do that. And diamond, mineral wealth. Any diamonds. Okay. What's this? Civil service wage parity. I just don't know where to start. The main problem with this game is where the hell does one start? We could start with... Okay. Infrastructure. We need to improve our infrastructure. For an investment, so road building and toll roads are helping. Technology is bad. What else is going bad? Urbanisation is having a negative or no real effect on traffic congestion. No real effect, but infrastructure is having a red effect on urbanisation, which is not necessarily an important thing. I mean, we can still have people living in the countryside. That's nice. Our economy type. Value, measure of the type of country's economy. Economy is seen as made of three sectors: raw materials, production, manufacturing and services. Goods become more intangible, their profit margins tend to increase, but are more costly to produce. As investment in education, infrastructure and technology is a prerequisite, as your economy becomes more developed, the value of goods and services will increase. So we need to increase this. Education. It's all down. It looks like it's all pointing, all drilling down to technology and education. Technology then. Science funding. Can we put in any policies? Where do I get policies? I can never remember where anything is. There you go. So, I would like something that will improve my education. Education, I think, is huge for us. Human rights oversight would be good, although our human rights issues aren't huge, but that's something we could deal with. But agricultural subsidies going to cost a lot. We got that 6 to play with. Consumer rights, you need things to consume first. Technology grants, people like them. They don't cost much, so that might be something to work on. A Mars program, I think, might be a little bit out of our reach, if I'm honest. And vertical farms, don't really need them. Smart meters, God no. education. Adult education subsidies does not cost very much. We're encouraging people to retrain and continue their education as they join the workforce. I think that seems like something we really want to do. It costs 12 political capital. At its maximum, it's not going to cost much. I think we might want that. I think that would be good. What else have we got? Foreign language curriculum. Technology colleges. No popularity, and where they would cost a bit. Would like that as well though. Public libraries, probably something very good. Going to cost a lot of money. I think we go adult education, and we let's just go maximum. That feels like not very much for what would be good for education, good for productivity, and bad for the skills shortage. So we definitely want that. We still got the surplus, kind of. Obviously, it depends month or quarter to quarter, but at the moment we're doing well with that. And the other one I wanted was technology colleges. No, libraries. Cost a little bit more, but they're going to have education equality, and the elderly like them. Even though the elderly are all dying, there aren't many elderly people because of malaria, but you stick it out at the 1 billion a quarter. Okay, so we now have libraries and we have other stuff. I like that. So that is going to try and increase education and technology. Next, how much have we got left? 13. What can we do to work on this? Education. We're improving education. That is something we've tried to do. So if we can improve that, we'll see. Do we have liberals? Yeah, I think I could get liberals to like me. I think capitalist is going to be a push. Women do not like gender inequality. Fair enough. I can understand why you wouldn't. Environmentalists, we've got pollution. There's oil and mineral wealth, but we can't get rid of that because that's what our country runs on. So, if you want to, looks like we've got a lot of socialists and a lot of conservatives. Conservatives like us because of female genital mutilation, which I'm desperately trying to get rid of. Is there just a policy that bans it? Drone strike on people who do it. There is. It's popular. Doesn't cost much. Will annoy the religious, but we're heavily enforcing that ban. Conservatives like us a lot, so we can actually do with a bit of there's some scope for us to annoy them a bit, and that is a good start. At 20 million a quarter is not much. Okay, so we got that going on. 8 left. We're going to save that. I think it's a good turn. We've tried to improve education as a starting point. I think that is a good start, a good place to begin to then push on to do other stuff, and we've tried to get FGM down because that's horrendous. Is this child labour? Yes. A baby with a pickaxe. I'm not sure that's the most effective way of digging up diamonds. Okay, are we going to survive? We got an achievement, Agrarian Society. It doesn't come from the stream, but there we go, straight away. Oh, there it goes. Oh, go away. Who needs citizen technology anyway when you can have the majority of citizens out in the field doing an honest day's tour? That's lovely. Who doesn't love working in a field, toiling, you know, doing something on the land, ploughing? Surplus, good. Public smoking ban, we've got to work out. Nothing's really changed, but then a lot was things that will happen over time. 3% of the vote is less than we need to win. Public smoking ban. In public. Ooh. It's a major step towards cutting the number of people in the country who die from smoking-related illness. That's good. It's not a job of the state to tell people how to live their lives. The total overreaction attacking civil liberty. It's legal to smoke, so you should be free to do so in public. The problem is, smoking, unlike other things, affects other people. So, you know what? People who smoke are selfish. Therefore, they shouldn't do it in public. They can do it at home and just infect their children. Security briefing. Nothing to lose when it comes to fighting the government. But it's not too bad. Right, so motorists actually like me a little bit more. I don't know what I did to please them. I'm quite happy I did something. Have we seen... I don't think we'll see any education. There. Oh, we've actually seen an improvement. That's good. We do want that because... I mean, look at what it does. Productivity is down. Stability is down. Violent crime... Oh, it's actually doing good. Well, 0.00. Urbanisation is bad for urbanisation. Human development doesn't really seem to be doing anything. Has good effects on gender inequality. Do I want that? Is that a good effect on gender inequality? Or is it a good effect on gender equality? Another one of the things it's hard to fully get. Power blackouts are not good. This has dipped below the start trigger. That's good. But we've got 43 to play with. We've got services, we've got money to play with. Let us try and get our infrastructure up and running. Because the power blackouts are just horrendous for GDP, everyone, and health and education. Because people can't, they don't have access to computers and stuff because computers need electricity. So, infrastructure. How do we improve our infrastructure? We improve our infrastructure with road building. Well, that's not the right infrastructure, is it? Car usage, congestion goes up, unemployment. So if we up this, unemployment goes down, environmentalists get a bit pissy at motorists. I'm not going to do that because it's very expensive. Revert changes. But I think we need to improve it, even though it's going to piss off the environmentalists a bit. Let's go to the next. Just go to the major expansion there. So traffic congestion is going to go down. I'm guessing that's a good thing because we can have more roads. People aren't going to, you know, stuff. Environmentalists are going to be pissy. They already don't like us very much, which is a bit of a problem. Motorists are going to be happy. Car usage is going to go up. Infrastructure is going to improve. Supply changes. Yes, we're using what, 18? Fair enough. We've got 25 left. How do I get better? Is infrastructure all? I think it's just infrastructure. There's no kind of other thing. It's not like a power specific one. It's just a general infrastructure. So, is there anything in here that we can do which looks like it would improve our infrastructure? They'd like agricultural subsidies, but they cost a lot of money. So maybe not right now. Technology grants, again, is good and everything. Capital equipment subsidies would cost huge amounts, but would do huge good, potentially. But I can't afford it. Home fabrication? Support the acquisition of 3D printers by households to lower dependency on imports. I mean, that's lovely, but it's not going to work when we got power cuts. Unions, people would like that. It doesn't cost much. Diversity quotas, feel a bit uncomfortable with that. Business startup campaign. I mean, is so cheap, costs nothing. That's good. We still want somehow to improve our infrastructure. I really don't know what it would be. Transport and bus lanes. People don't like bus lanes. Who does? National monorail. Who wouldn't want a monorail? Monorail. Monorail. Telecommuting, again, electricity. It doesn't make sense because we don't have electricity. I mean, anti-gravity research grants, great, fantastic. But I imagine at some point they're going to need electricity. Electric cars. We need electricity. We just don't have... We just do not have the infrastructure. And there's no kind of general thing. Law and order. Community policing people like. Doesn't cost much and is good. Although our crime is low. But we could make it even lower. Freedom of information is very important. Costs nothing. We'd get a nice little regulator set up who would employ people, that's good. People have spurious complaints about stuff. I mean, all in all, fantastic. So we're going to have freedom of information. And it costs so little, maximum freedom of information, corruption goes down, state employees don't like it, democracy, good, liberals, good. Freedom of information is very important, so you know what's going on in your government. I still haven't found what I want though. Which is some way of finding of getting my infrastructure up better. Do we have an alcohol problem? We don't. I'm so used to starting with, say, the UK, where we have a huge alcohol problem, but it's odd not to have one. We do have asthma though. So is it time to start on the environment? I'm kind of shitting on the environment by sorting out the infrastructure. Toll roads. Oh, they like them. Motorists don't like them. Brings some... It's negligible income. So, there's no point. Really no point. Child labour laws. Common. Yeah, see, I'm not happy with that. Legal? Shit. I actually can't... Wait, what? Oh no. I was thinking what? Liberals don't like it if I ban it? The youth would not... Okay, the youth would be happy. Poor... The poor would not be happy if I banned child labour. Oh. Rural people would not be happy. Liberals would be very happy, or zero. Foreign relations would be better. GDP would go down. Education would improve. Democracy would improve. We can't actually do it. But that's something to consider at some point. We've got 18 left. Border controls. We have border controls. And the environmentalists... It's always just trying to work out what you want to do and how you want to do it. The environment. How can we improve that? What's having bad effect on the environment? Air travel, car usage, agricultural efficiency, oil. We've got to keep oil and mineral wealth around because, well, we need the money for starters. But we could... Corporations tax. 26%. Ah, seems fine. What do you want to do with 18? Let's put something new in. Farmland acquisition. People really wouldn't like that, and it costs a lot of money. Foreign aid petitioning. Actually petitioning international donors for foreign aid. Development assistance can be maximised by actually pursuing aid at the highest level. Let us bring more support into the country from foreign countries will be welcomed by the poor. Patriots will be displeased, a show of weakness. And money's not too much of a problem. Foreign aid. Some foreign countries have very poor economies. Me giving foreign aid to others. I think we're not really in a position to do that. Child benefit would cost too much. Childcare provision would cost a lot. Real Madrid are scoring lots of goals against Wolfsburg. They scored 2 in 3 minutes. No. Yeah. Middlesbrougugh already beating Reading, which is no surprise, which is really annoying. State housing. costing too much. Welfare fraud, not going to save anything. Rent controls, going to cost not much. Food stamps, people like food stamps. Family planning, people like that, it's not going to cost much. Human rights oversight. Trying to find something that will do something. Trying to find what is our main scariness. Creationism versus evolution. Religious membership would go down, and the religious would hate me. I mean, that's got to be something we do next. It's going to piss people off, but it's going to have a good effect in the end. So, let us just increase our budget on how much by? Let us do student laptops. I mean, they can't use them because we don't have the electricity, but to use all our money just to pump up our education. That is what we're really concentrating on here, is let's get our education working, and if we get people educated, things will work. Education has gone up. Crime has gone down. The budget has a we've got a surplus. We have oil drilling. Oil companies are keen to get permission to drill for oil and part of the countryside protected as a wildlife refuge. Oil supplies under the refuge are considerable, but the drilling would have a negative impact on the environment. Well, of course it would. Prevent or allow. We do rely on oil. It's kind of. I feel that money is more important at the moment, and I feel horrible saying that, but we're going to allow drilling, and we are going to click continue. Environmentalists are maybe a little bit happier with me than before. Conservatives, the elderly and the urban, I'm very happy. How have we done in terms of education? We have made a significant up. I like that. Productivity is going down. No, up. The negative to productivity is going down. If that makes any sense. But are we having any effect on this? Oh yes. We've almost got rid of that. Fantastic. That will be a big win for us. Infrastructure is... That's power blackouts. They're going down. Infrastructure is steady. That road building has had no effect. No effect at all. But what we were going to do something maybe slightly. I can't remember what it was. There was something I was going to do which was not going to be popular, but I needed to do it. I know. It was. What was this? Freedom of thought and association. Yeah, we got that. We're going to evolution only. Simple change. Education. Education, education. Now you've got 2 left. Anything we can do for 2? Tourism campaign. Doesn't cost much. Get tourists. Ghana's a lovely place to go. Got great wildlife, great landscape, everything. Alcohol awareness campaign. We don't really have an issue with alcohol. Clean energy subsidies would be good. National Business Council would be good. Trade Council for international trade. I think we need. Well, I really like set up agro dealer networks to improve information dissemination, supply chains, and produce distribution in farming communities. Agro dealers offer permanent premises where farmers can attend training. That sounds fantastic. That really sounds brilliant, and for not much money. I do worry that it is a front for Richard Roper to sell arms to Syria, but there we go. Yeah, that's an all areas, and that is such a low cost for what is a really good effect, because we're not doing well in agriculture efficiently. It's pretty poor. If we get more efficient agriculture, then hopefully that will improve income and the environment. because the environment is still a problem. Still got asthma, still very high. Pretty much everybody has asthma. We banned smoking outside in public, so that's a start. But it's not really had much of a change. Problem is, again, it's the whole... I rely on oil and diamonds. Women are... happier. 51.1%. They're quite unhappy, but they're highly trusting. Gender inequality. Where is gender inequality? There. Equality. Not great. But that's just equality. Where's specifically gender? This one? Minority sexualities? No. Political power distribution? No, where is... I keep seeing specifically gender inequality. I don't know where it is. Where is it? It's not going to be economy. It doesn't feel like it should be welfare. Oh, there it is. Gender inequality. Education is having a good effect. What's bad? Whoa! Okay, we want it good. So we want causes, percentage of conservatives, percentage of religious, and education is having a good effect on it. But our education should be having a less effect as we improve it. Technological backward should be going down, but it's really not. Next, if we get assassinated by religious people who don't like me mandating certain things. Education is going up again. Good. National team wins cup. Oh, fantastic. National football team has won the cup. I imagine that's the African Cup of Nations, which is good. Black Stars, they're a good little team. Wave of goodwill now. People is most enjoyed, so youth and everyone is a little bit more happy. That is good. Still got a surplus. Yeah, education is going up. That's what we're working on. Because I think education will have a long-term effect. And I like long-term effects. Although, 8%! We've gone up 5%. We're heading in the right direction. Liberals are going up. Everyone. People are more happy. What's really... minority sexuality, liberals don't like that. Border controls, really? Intelligence services, we've got jury trial, we've got press freedom. We've got judicial independence. Freedom of information. Fantastic. Do you have data protection? Can we go everywhere? I guess data protection is in here. If we want to trade with Europe, we need to be we need an adequacy finding by the European Commission. So I would hope we got it in here somewhere. Mandatory microgeneration. That sounds a little bit bad. But okay. Religious people are a little bit happy. How many religious people are there? Probably a lot. Membership is growing. I want the opposite, please. 48%. Membership isn't it? See, this actually gets rid of the membership. See, that's good. I suppose because if they're not learning creationism at school, they will like other stuff. They will not believe in, stuff. And that's good. How is our infrastructure? Has that gone up at all? It has not gone up in the slightest. What is having bad effects? Technology. All about technology. And technology should be going up. I thought science funding. It's just science funding. Okay, let's bump up my science funding. This one? Science funding. It's literally nothing. Okay. Can we got like 4 billion to play with. let us just stick 3.5 billion into sciences funding. Electron microscopes. Technology is going up instead of down. Energy efficiency is going up instead of down. GDP is going up. State employees are going up. State employment is going up. Unemployment is going down. Malaria is going down negligibly. Technology backward. I didn't realise we were literally spending no money on science. I mean, we can't do any more than that because we have... That's eating into our surplus. But, in fact, we're probably in debt or running a deficit next. But I think that's worth it. In the long run, that's worth it. Is there anything else we can do to bring in some money? Graduate tax is not going to bring us in much. And we don't really want that. Luxury goods tax, it could bring us in a lot, but plastic bag tax people wouldn't like, because I think I'd only really want to go for a luxury goods tax as opposed to anything else, because we really don't have the money. We've got too many poor people, so things like plastic bag tax are going to affect the poor. It's not going to bring much money in, and it's going to affect the poor more than other people, or as much as other people, and that's not good. Junk food tax, not going to bring in any money. Game hunting restrictions will be no. Punitive wealth tax, I don't feel like I like that. I feel that's awkward. Public tax returns would stop tax evasion. Unfortunately, some wealthy people are so that's kind of a Norway thing, where all tax is publicly available every year. And obviously it's in the news at the moment because of the whole Panama thing, so we know that David Cameron, for instance, pays some tax, and that Jeremy Corbyn can't actually fill out a tax return on time, so he gets fined money for it. But no, I don't like that. Tax on superstores, don't like that. I mean, the only thing I can think of that is not horrendous to me is a luxury goods tax. Probably those concerned with the gap between rich and poor. We need the rich people though. We don't want flight. Agricultural subsidies are too much. Subsidies, I can't do subsidies. Consumer rights. Well, I'm not sure we have the economy yet for that. Recycling doesn't cost much. People would like it. Let's do it. But we'll stick it as it is. Environmentalists don't really like us much as it is. Diplomatic service doesn't cost much. Infrastructure needs to stay on top of things in order to get the best deals for your country and keep everyone involved and happy. Definitely just no negatives here. Just increases foreign relations. Let's go high. Okay, we should be running a deficit, I think, unfortunately. Won't be a big deficit. Be a small one. Oh no! A very, very, very tiny surplus. And we are 8% still. Eek. Power block. Switch. Okay. Our historic alignment with one of the largest world powers is in question. Their influence in global politics has waned with their economy, and we have now been approached by their bitter rivals. Do you reckon this is the UK? We just voted for Brexit, and we're no longer particularly interesting to Ghana. Who's seeking an alliance? A new alliance will bring monetary and political support with it. It's good to sever our ties and go our own way. 40 new alliances. Paraphrase, express the confidence we have in our national identity. I'm willing to become involved in other diplomatic or domestic affairs by leaving our historic power blocks during the non-aligned movement. We declare the international community wish to peacefully coexist. See that? I like that at a personal level, but to what extent is that going to destroy us? We're going to go for it. We'll see. Education is going up. Good. Still quite low, but it's gone up a lot from what it was. We have a look at it. Oh yeah, we're really motoring. We're pumping money into education. We did public libraries, we did education subsidies, we did state schools. Still got a bit more to go there. University grants is finished. That's basically finished. Gender inequality is having... still need to get rid of that gender inequality. But it's improving... Right. So education improves gender inequality, but gender inequality decreases education. So what else can we do to improve our gender inequality? Where is that again? There. We've done nothing. It's conservatives... Essentially conservatives, potentially religious. How can we... So we should be getting less because of that. And we did that, so hopefully if that goes down, then our gender inequality will begin to go up. I mean, female genital mutilation is still there, but it's just basically non-existent, but we still have room to go with the ban. We still have room to go. I think we can get rid of that. That'll be a big plus. Popularity is still not very much. Infrastructure, are we having any effect? Is it possible that's going up very, very slightly? Technology. Oh, we did the science funding. Are you having an effect yet? It's actually gone down. Actually gone down. But it has a long way to go. 8 turns to go. Okay, we've got 29. We're getting less now. People are not happy with us. That's, we just don't have the money. We do not have the money. Foreign aid. No, that's giving away foreign aid. Import tariffs. Sounds bad. Tourism ad campaign. Cheap. Might get some tourists in. People want child benefit. Can't afford it. Disability benefit. Don't know what that would do for us. Food stamps. People really like food stamps. We'll stick it. We'll keep it at medium. Bad for poverty. Good for health. Good for poor earnings. Good for the poor. Good for socialists. Rural income. The rural inequality. Can't afford to put it up at all. What kind of country government am I going for? One that works. And I think I'm going to fall into the... I think there's going to be a trap with the Africa game. Is I may be going a little bit Western. I'm not sure how that's going to play out. So I'm almost trying to, play it normally by going kind of technology and socialist. I'm not sure how that's going to play out in an African country. Women still hate me. I'm desperately trying to get women to like me. That sounded desperate. In the game, obviously. I'm desperately trying to get women to like me. But I mean, we just can't get rid of this. Maternity leave. What maternity leave do we actually have? Where is maternity? I thought it was here. Surely it is welfare. Is it not? Oh, it's down here. Maternity leave, we give quarter pay. I don't like that. Half pay? More people with parents. Trade unions like it. Gender inequality. Oh, this is pretty... Productivity goes down. It does. But gender inequality goes down. That's good. And pretty much everyone's happy. It doesn't cost money. 3/4 pay, full pay. Go 3/4. I mean, it's quite cheap. And I don't think we'll go the way because then our productivity is already quite low. How's our oil doing? Oh. Well, that event really did well for our oil. And that's good. Because we need the money. Diamonds. Diamonds. We're running out of diamonds. That's not good. Recycling. Still got plenty of play left there. Okay, that's going to take a long time to filter in. We've still got 18 left to go. Yeah, it is going to be hard. And that's the problem is I tend to play democracy kind of as I think rather than playing the situation. I try and mould the country. Maybe I need to be more pragmatic. I've done some... I'm trying some things. But yeah, it's kind of dragging a country for how I want it to be. Democracy's good. See, we're doing well democracy-wise. Executive term limit. Term length. Yeah, we have no limit, because why would you? Oh, 18. What can we do with 18? That is not going to cost money, but it's going to have some sort of effect. I would like to get tourists. I think tourists are good. Technology grants are good. See, that's the thing. I also want technology. Robotic research grants. I think that's a bit beyond us. Smart meters. Really? Will that improve our infrastructure, do you reckon? Don't know. I despise the very existence of smart meters because they are hugely expensive for not particularly efficient or effective, and generally very privacy bad for privacy. But they might help with our rolling blackouts. We can get people to use electricity more efficiently. So maybe, is that spell efficiency? Not entirely sure it is. Efficiency. So we can start them using electricity when it's maybe cheaper, say at night. Go for it. It's not expensive. Energy efficiency is good. Environmentalists are good. We're going to use less electricity as well. Let's go with the round 300. I think that's probably going to help with. See what it has an effect on. Just energy efficiency, which helps oil demand. Yeah. I am a grand visionary. Definitely not a reactionary populist. Grand visionary. Our GDP is still at 0. Productivity. Gender inequality, we're working on it. Skill shortage, we're working on it. Uncompetitive economy, we're working on technology backwater. We're working on that and that. So we are working on everything that's having a bad effect. It's just, can we work on stuff that's having a good effect? Rights to demonstration, we got that. That's good. We have a police force, which is doing well. Thank you for following Why You Pay Money. Corruption. Where's the informal thing? That's what crime, violent crime, informal economy. Was a thing. I don't know where it exists. And is it a thing I can change? That agri-dealers network. Agricultural efficiency is going up, but it's just barely. It's just barely. It's trying to have nothing I do seems to be able to have a fast effect. It's all very much desperate. Tobacco tax. Revenue administration, what's this? Control the resources given to the country's revenue administration, relying on all taxpayers to actually file their forms. So that is. Where is the informal sector? Oh, it's this. Causes poor crime and corruption. Revenue administration is doing good. Poor and corruption. Where's corruption? By corruption. I mean, it's not bad. It's going down because we've got freedom of information. In fact, everything is negative. Could we do something with our judicial independence? Because that is not going to be particularly expensive, you wouldn't have thought. What does a judge look like? Probably this one. Jury trial. Widespread. Universal. No, widespread's enough. I'd rather spend it on other stuff. What's this? Nuclear power, political power distribution. Separation of power is a model of governance that requires the states to be divided into branches of responsibility. Indeed. Executive, legislative, and judiciary. I believe it was the French philosopher Montesquieu who wanted all this. I want everything, but it's going to cost too much. Low. See, I would like to. That seems like something. Again, is the whole playing as a Westerner in Africa. I want separation of powers. So yeah, we are having a little bit of problem with this. People are not liking what we're doing. Especially not you. Patriots and capitalists. Anyone actually like me? Potential ministers. Do you have anyone who's potentially quite good? Desmond Baffur. Richmond Baffur. 4.3 with Edward O'Hene. Religious socialists. Yeah, I'm pissing them off. In fact, I'm trying to get rid of the religious because they get in the way. Not much. This guy's parents were pretty cruel. Oh, we got the surname Emmanuel. What shall we call our son? David? George? Adebayor? No, we'll go for Emmanuel. King Anane is king of the pineapples. No, there's not. Yeah, we might have to sack our law and order person. Do I still? You stalked my Twitter. Do I still use a sleeping bag? No. I presume is that the whole being cold thing in Norway? Why else would I tweet about a sleeping bag? I don't tweet much. Might have been. No, because I no longer live in Norway, so I'm in a country that's slightly warmer. Poverty's gone down. Fantastic. Good? I don't know. Is that a good thing? A deficit of... Ooh, dear. Big deficit. We have Ambassador Yuan retires this year, and we need to name a successor as soon as possible. Much will be made of whether we appoint a hardliner who sticks up for the country or something more able to compromise. Rashida Taye is well known as a patriot who will fight tooth and claw to get our interests. UN seems popular choice among patriotic and more conservative citizens, historically against foreign aid and a supporter of import tariffs. She's not popular internationally. That's... I would prefer Frederick Eschen. Is a popular figure on the international stage. Reputation for solving difficult problems though through compromise and understanding. Again, it's tough because this is me. This is what I want. A true internationalist. I want to be part of the international community. First foreign. Yeah. The poverty's going down. That's bad. Does that mean poverty's going up? Education stopped going up. 11%. We're going up slowly but surely. Still a small deficit. 37. I want 40. I want 40. I want to do that. Patriots are happy. Liberals are getting more happy. The poor are getting more happy. That's all good. I like that. Still 1-0 to Middlesbrough against Reading. That's disappointing. Oh, Man City must have missed a penalty. I saw they had a penalty. I haven't scored. So. Technology backwater is going down. Technology. Is it going up yet? Where is it? I can never find it. There it is. Really not. Why has that not had any effect yet? It's just so slow. So slow. Still 8 quarters left. Asthma is probably... No, I've not really tried to get rid of asthma. Power blackouts. We're below the smart trigger now. Start trigger, but not the stop trigger. But still a way to go. Infrastructure. I mean, it is going up slowly. Smart meters apparently didn't have any effect. Smart meters do, however, affect with efficiency. Energy efficiency. Where is that? Don't really want to spend any points. How much can I save up? Maximum 44, so 22. So I can't go below 22 if I want to do the separation of powers, which I do want to do next. So I've got, what, 13 to play with? Or 15 to play with? What do we want? Getting to get people to like us. Still a hell of a lot of people who are both conservatives and... Well, where's religious gone? Membership is still going up. Hoping it was going to go down by now. It takes a long time. It does take a long time. Foreign investment? No, we don't want to restrict investment. We want more regional integration and tariffs. Power block alignment. Drone strike. People like drone strikes. I'm not sure how it's going to help me out though. Tourism doesn't cost much. Do kind of need to get some money in. We might have to go with the luxury goods tax. People like the idea. Okay, we're doing it. Brings in 5.7 a quarter. Wealthy don't like it. Socialists love it. Quality good. High earnings. Capitalists. We're going to stick it there. I didn't see how many points it used, but it's going to bring in a lot of money. I don't like 46. I like 45 because it's a round number. Okay, that's all we're doing. We're going to bring in some more money by taxing luxury goods and hope that is enough to... we're misinterpreting the Constitution and bribing international media moguls. Feminist plot. Oh dear. Dissatisfaction with the government's policies amongst some feminists is pushing more and more of them into arms of the extremist group known as Matriarchs of Justice. Oh, what a name. Organisation pledge to secure gender equality by any means. I'm trying. You just won't give me a chance. Real material threat we need to be aware of. Okay. Protest march against gender inequality. I'm trying. I really am. Good surplus. Fantastic. Still very low crime. GDP is still not existing. Socialists are happy. Women still aren't happy. The gender inequality. I mean, we've still got that. Still got some implementation time. Industrial automation probably isn't actually happening at all. Right, what do you want? We want to full separation of powers. All we're doing this time is full separation of powers. There's nothing I want more than full separation of powers. Digital independence is already high. Maximum. Can't actually do anything. We don't have the power for it. But that's already high, so that's good. Freedom of information we've already got. Press freedom. Maximum. Absolutely fantastic. We have one thing left. Can we do anything with it? We could do some community policing, and we do have the budget for it. Liberals will like it. Crime will go down. Violent crime down. Liberalism gets more people. That's fine. Let's go with a nice round number, 750. We're spending our money from our luxury goods tax. Environmentalists are still not happy. Have we managed to have any effect on infrastructure yet? Barely. Because technology, we're still having no effect on technology. Oh, it has actually started going up. There's a very slight up there. That's good. This is legislative independence. Medium. They don't like independence of any sort, do they? Seriously? I tried, women. I tried. You have been the victim of a carefully planned assassination. A group of extremists known as the Matriarchs of Justice. What more could I do to help you? Nothing I did was working. Opposed to your government's patriarchal agenda, secretly stowed and detonated a bomb in one of your press conferences. You and a number of your ministerial aides have been killed. You turned a blind eye to the concerns of women across your nation and paid the ultimate price. Harsh. Harsh, I say. Harsh. Well, that didn't go so well, did it? Straight away, blown up by a bunch of women. And I tried. I really did try to help the women, but nothing I did seemed to work. It was all kind of long-term things that would take a long time to build up, and yeah, not so well.